وتجاوز عما تعلم إنك أنت العز والأكرم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. إن شاء الله we'll go with Surah Az-Zalzalah. Surah Az-Zalzalah. Majority of the scholars said it's revealed after Surah An-Nas, An-Nisa. Surah An-Nisa in Medina. But some scholars think that it's the content, the way it looked like from Mecca. There is different about where the surah revealed. So the majority say it's after Surah An-Nisa in Medina, and some of them said it's after it's in Mecca. But in general, it's revealed after Surah An-Nisa, meaning Madaniyah. But the content, the subject is a Mecca subject. Mecca subject means talking about Day of Judgment, talking about Aqidah, the belief, talking about the Hisab and the Iqab and all the content of this great surah. Great surah. Surah very short, but it's a great reminder for everybody, for the believers and non-believers, about this great event that's going to happen in the future of the human and the earth. And it's the end of this life as we know it today. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala starts the surah with the word إِذَا. إِذَا in Arabic means when, at the time that it's talk about the time. When زُلْزِلَتِ الْأَرْضُ زِلْزَالَهَا. When the earth has the earthquake. Arabic, when we say zulzila, it's to shake and move, zilzal. And zilzalaha means it's special, unique, final earthquake that is going to be different than any earthquake, 9 degrees or the highest, and it's different than any other zilzal that happened in the earth. Zilzal is the earthquake, of course, but this is, as I said, it's Az-Zalzalah, the zilzal. That no other zilzal similar, no other zilzal is going to be after it. It's the zilzal that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talked to us about. So in Arabic, the name of the earthquake is zilzal. So I know in Urdu, I think in many other languages, you say zalzala, zalzal. So zalzala in Arabic, zalzala is zulzila is the verb, but in Arabic the earthquake is az-zilzal, az-zilzal. So إذا زلزلت الأرض زلزالها, زلزالها is the noun. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said وأخرجت الأرض أثقالها. أخرج is the exit, خروج is exit. أخرجت when the earth gave it's athqal. Athqal in Arabic, it's the heavy things, heavier. You say, for example, raf'at athqal in Arabic, it's when somebody do the exercise with weight, heavy weight, we call this athqal. And the people who do this, we call raf'ul athqal, raf'ul athqal. So athaqil in Arabic means something heavy. And athqalaha, it's heavy things. According to Ibn Abbas, athqalaha are the people, the dead people. And of course, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the only one knows how this is going to happen. But we know that the earth is going to be different than the earth as we know it today. يَوْمَ تُبَدَّلُ الْأَرْضِ غَيْرِ الْأَرْضِ وَالسَّمَاوَاتِ. How this is going to happen, how the earth is going to be different than our own earth. We know that there is a lot of big zilzal happens in the history of in astronomy. One of the biggest zilzal or biggest events, there is a gap between Mars and Jupiter. There is some scientist, he saw the distance between Mercury, the planets, and Venus and Earth and Mars and Jupiter. So if you do some mathematical calculation and you double the distance between the planets, should be a planet after Mars, between Mars and Jupiter. The distance if you follow the rules, it's going to have to be a planet there. But we don't have planet. We have a debris. We call it the belt of outside of the planet Mars. And this belt, it's made of rocks, billions of rocks, turning, making belt, like say the Beltway, outside of Mars. So most of the scholars, they say, used to be a planet between Mars and Jupiter. And this planet is pieces now. It's not planet anymore. And this is, they said, because of the pressure from Jupiter and the mass of Jupiter and the mass of the Earth. And this is what could happen to any planet. 1 minute, it's a planet completely, and then pieces. Pieces, literally, the meteor that we see, and many come from this, what's left from this planet. So Allah talk about this zilzal, talk about these things is going to happen, because we know that Allah talked to us about وَبُسَّتِ الْجِبَالُ بَسَّ, the mountains, and it's going to become, bussat in Arabic, become a dust. We have food, we call it psisa. Psisa, it's when you take, do you have psisa? You don't have, this is North African things. When you take wheat or barley and you grill and you mix it with some, spices for, and you ground it, they say it become basisa. So it's a powder cereal, but it's powder, and they eat it in the morning. So they call it psisa. It means something that it's grounded very, very small, very fine, very fine. So Allah talk about al-jibal, the mountains and the earth is going to be like basisa, like bussat al-jibalu bassan. Means will become dust. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talk about this earth is going to end as the earth we know it. It is going to happen, a Big Bang, opening and closing and opening again, Allahu A'lam. But something is going to big happen that allowed the people, or what's left of the people, or how it's going to be, to become athqal, the heavy. And the heaviness of these bodies, or what's left from it, it's not necessarily the physical heaviness, but the heaviness of the earth, as Rasul Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam say, the earth from the body of the kuffar and the mushrikeen, it's in pain because of this people, the shirk that have, the kufr that on this earth. So Allah said, in the day of judgment, the earth, as زلزلت الأرض زلزالها وأخرجت الأرض أثقالها. At that moment, human beings, they know, or who left from them, they know this is something completely different. وقال الإنسان, the humankind, ما لها. What happened to the earth? What's happening? Something big. And for us, of course, something as the storm day before yesterday. I don't know if anybody was stuck there, Friday coming from Gainesville. Really big storm. I didn't see a storm like this maybe for 25 years or more. And all the highways stuck, and really scared. You feel something, it's not normal. It's not. So this is why, malaha, what's going on? What's caused this abnormal event to happen? وقال الإنسان ما لها يومئذ, Allah said that the day تحدث أخبارها بأن ربك أوحى لها. The news, the information that come to everybody that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala أوحى إلى الأرض. That Allah commanded the earth. That Allah's decision that this is going to happen. So it's not a normal zilzal. It's not a normal event, natural phenomena, but this is different. This is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's command, and this is something came by Allah's order and Allah's command. And the wahi in Arabic, when you deliver message, it's with a different way. This is why we call wahi. Wahy communicate invisibly when you go the wahy. So the earth get the order to this for this to happen. خرجت الأرض أثقالها وقال الإنسان ما لها يومئذ تحدث أخبارها بأن ربك your Lord أوحى لها. What's going to happen? يومئذ يصدر الناس أشتاتا. The people will come, but they are not going to come as one. They're going to come as groups. And these groups of people based on their deed. And this is, we call it ashtat. Ashtat means groups. They are not unified. We call ashatat. When we talk about, for example, Palestinian after 1948, we call ashatat is the Palestinian who left, being forced to left Palestine and they live outside of Palestine. We call them shatat. Means the people who been forced to be in a different groups, different country, different places. قال وقال الإنسان يومئذ تحدث أخبار أن ربك أوحى لها يومئذ يصدر الناس أشتاتا. Groups. This is another word. مشتت in Arabic. Do you say it in Libya? مشتت means divided. We say ما لكم مشتتين. يعني divided and groups and not united. أشتاتا. وما يتحدث أن ربك أوحى لها يومئذ يصدر الناس أشتاتا ليروا أعمالهم فمن يعمل مثقال ذرة خيرا يره ومن يعمل مثقال ذرة شرا يره. These two, the ayat when they revealed Abu Bakr as-Siddiq and the sincere Sahaba. معنى it shocked them and shake them. Why? What's the ayah said? Everybody who did مثقال ذرة. The weight of dharra, we use it for atom today. But is the smallest things that you can see. Haba'a. So when you see the small, so every the smallest good deed, you will see it. And the smallest bad deed will be seen. So if it's going to be like this, we're going to be in big trouble. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's mercy is greater. So the ayat are direct and clear. Whatever we do, we're going to see. So the Sahaba, it shake them. And many of the Sahaba, of course, they lived in Jahiliyyah, they lived in Islam, they accepted Islam. And this ayat, what's every small things, even the smallest sin or the smallest, we're going to see it. Then the mercy of Allah. But this is the ayat. This is why Surah Az-Zalzalah is shaking. Because it's talk about everybody will be accountable for every small or big sin or good deed will be accounted. And this is, of course, is as that you don't. لا تحقرن من المعروف شيئا. Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, don't belittle any good deed, even smiling in the face of your brother. لا تحقرن من المعروف شيئا. Don't belittle any good deeds because it's counting. And the good news is not only counting, but it's multiply. And this is our hope. Our hope that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will multiply al-hasana bi'ashri amthaliha. This is the hope from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's true that everybody going to be held accountable. If it's not the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, nobody will save. The Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam said. They told him, even you, Ya Rasulullah? He said, even me. If Allah held us accountable, ask us for every ni'mah that He gave us, did you make shukr for it? Every day we are talking, we are seeing, we hear, we are in health. Did we able to thank Allah for everything? Like the hadith said, for the ni'mah of seeing, sight. But we don't thank Allah for every ni'mah every day. So if we're going to do it this way, we're going to be in very big trouble. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the most merciful. And this is why this ayah that said, so Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, number one, don't belittle any good deeds. اتق النار ولو بشق تمرة. And I try to avoid the hellfire even with part of a date. Not a date to give it, to break your fast in it, but small part. Any good deeds, we accumulate. And in the other side, we have to be careful from muhqirat al-dhunub. Dhunub that we nahqar. Nahqar in Arabic means you don't give it any importance. Say somebody حقرني, somebody look down to me. You're not important. So محقرات الذنوب are sins that we don't give it any importance. And they accumulate. حتى يجتمع أن الرسول صلى الله عليه وسلم said they will accumulate on a person, they will destroy him. Small sin, small sin, small sin accumulated. So we have the two ways we have to be careful. Number one, of course, لا تحقرن من المعروف شيئا. Don't belittle any good deeds. You going and you say salam to somebody, say this, give something small, can make it. Talking to them by good deed, good word to the people. This is can collect a lot of good. Yesterday I was listening to the tour, and this young girl, they made the presentation and she was one politician going there, and one of the girls, she said, talking to her, and she doesn't know that she's so she said, you have to do a lot of good deeds, and you have to, so you'll save yourself. She's talking to her, and she said, even small things, don't like the smile is a charity. Guess the girl, she was talking very well, and she told her, even if you smile to the people, she said, really? And she said, this is very interesting. Big discussion it was. Alhamdulillah, they did very good job. And the purpose, again, from Alhamdulillah, it's to train our youth. And this is the difference. When you do event like this, we can bring all these adults and, do things and, But if we don't train our youth and our children to continue this work, it's going to disappear by this generation is gone, and we're not going to have anything. It's like the people think they're going to get credit themselves. Very, in my opinion, very short vision. I'm going to do this so I can be. Think about something bigger. Think about our future and the youth. I didn't see a lot of youth involvement in this one. Some people, it's emotional. The same things. I don't want to talk about, but it's the same thing. So the idea, I was impressed about this girl. She said, yes, you smile to the people and you get charity. You don't have to pay money, she told her. You don't have to pay any money. Just smile and look to the people and say something good. So this is, keep it in our mind. It's be collected. We are collecting hasanat. And collecting hasanat from things, small things. And I said one word, one good word. Ask somebody, how are you? Small. Can really, if you do it with intention, that you're going to make these people happy, and you're going to bring the happiness and joy, and encourage these young people. They will never forget that somebody give them attention and encourage them and give them small things. And in the other side, we have to be, conclude inshallah with hadith of Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, how the small things can make a difference. I said always this hadith, إن الرجل ليتكلم بالكلمة من رضوان الله تعالى. A man will say one word from the pleased of Allah with him. Allah pleased with the person. Let you say one word and you pass. لا يلقي لها بالا. Very bad. You don't give it any attention. One word, you said it from Allah's pleased with you, and this word you come in the day of judgment. And because of this word, you've been elevated 70 degrees in the Jannah. One word. Why? Because you don't know this small word that you said it to somebody. A small advice, small encouragement, small word that changed the life of a person and maybe many people because of one word. You didn't even give it any attention. لا يلقي لها بالا. Allah will elevate the person in Jannah. In Jannah 70 درجة, 70 degrees. In the same times, وَإِنَّ الرَّجُلَ لَيَتَكَلَّمُ بِالْكَلِمَةِ مِنْ سَخَطِ اللَّهِ تَعَالَى. And the man will speak one word from the anger of Allah. Allah is not happy with this person. It's a punishment. Allah doesn't give you any control of the word. لا يلقي لها بالا. You throw a word and you keep going. In the day of judgment to come, bring the person 70 minus degrees in Jahannam. So always this hadith, really remember, always think about this hadith. Very, very small encouragement, very nice word, very tasbih, but it's mostly connected to the people. How our words can really make a difference and we don't know about it. So the end of Surah Az-Zalzalah is the conclusion of what we are talking. We have to give attention to the small things. Small things can be very, very important in a good way or in a bad way. فَمَنْ يَعْمَلْ مِثْقَالَ ذَرَّةٍ خَيْرًا يَرَهُ. You'll see it. وَمَنْ يَعْمَلْ مِثْقَالَ ذَرَّةٍ شَرًّا, evil, you'll see it. They see the person. So the Sahaba, their reaction was very strong reaction and scared. How everything that we do, Allah is going to hold us accountable for everything. But always our hope is in mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and maghfiratullah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If it's not, the lutf of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will be in very big trouble. May Allah protect us, inshallah. All the ayat revealed after that Allah, al-hasana bi'ashri amthaliha, as I said. But the Surah Az-Zalzalah, a great reminder for all of us, inshallah. Let's make dua that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept, inshallah, our good deed and forgive our sin. Allahumma ya arhamar rahimin, taqabbal minna as-salihat. Allahumma taqabbal minna as-salihat. Allahumma ighfir lana dhunubana kullaha, kabiraha wa saghiraha. Allahumma ighfir lana dhunubana kullaha, عظيمها ودقيقها. اللهم اغفر لنا الذنوب التي تهتك العصم. اللهم اغفر لنا الذنوب التي تجلب النقم. اللهم اغفر لنا ذنوبنا ما علمنا منها وما لم نعلم. اللهم اغفر لنا وارحمنا وتجاوز عنا. اللهم أنت ربنا لا إله إلا أنت خلقتنا ونحن عبيدك ونحن على عهدك ووعدك ما استطعنا. نعوذ بك من شر ما صنعنا. نعوذ بك من شر ما صنعنا. نبوء لك بنعمتك علينا ونبوء بذنوبنا فاغفر لنا فإنه لا يغفر الذنوب إلا أنت. اللهم اغفر لنا فإنه لا يغفر الذنوب إلا أنت. يا حي يا قيوم برحمتك نستغيث وأصلح لنا شأننا كله ولا تكلنا إلى أنفسنا طرفة عين أبدا. والله يا أرحم الراحمين, show us the truth as the truth and help us to follow it. Ya Allah, Ya Arhamar Rahimin, show us the falsehood as a falsehood and help us to avoid it. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. والعصر إن الإنسان لفي خسر إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. جزاكم الله خيرا. السلام عليكم.